Angel Reese on the Unapologetically Clout-Chasing Caitlin Clark podcast. I think that's what it's called. Unapologetic Clout-Chasing of Caitlin Clark podcast, hosted by Angel Reese.
Angel Reese's podcast, Unapologetically Angel, was meant to be her big moment, a platform to showcase her personality, confidence, and humor beyond the basketball court. But instead of boosting her image, it's become known for its awkward exchanges, surprising controversies, and one name that keeps coming up, Caitlin Clark. And just when things couldn't get more unpredictable, Shaquille O'Neal's guest appearance completely changed the tone. With his trademark bluntness and what seemed like deliberate trolling, Shaq put Reese in a tough spot, both as a host and as a public figure. But he didn't stop there. Oh no. He kept the momentum going on his own podcast, doubling down with even more shocking, headline-worthy takes.
Shaq likes to use his position to motivate people. And I was curious, I've heard Shaq's position on it. How do guys normally react when Shaq calls them out? Have you ever seen that perspective before?
Big guys be hurt.
Yeah.
Big guys be hurt. Even when, like I done seen, I ain't gonna name nobody names, but I done seen
the kid the other day, yo man, get on my snap so you can go viral. And I told him no. He's like, why you tell me no? I was like, because what's your plan after you go viral? What you gonna do? Anybody can go viral on Monday. What you gonna do on Tuesday?
Bro.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
So, why does Angel Reese's podcast keep looping back to Caitlin Clark? What exactly did Shaq say that's stirring up so much drama? And why is he trolling her again? Wasn't he supposed to be her biggest supporter? More importantly, what does all this mean for Reese's struggle to stay in the spotlight in the cutthroat world of women's basketball? Stick around as we break down every shocking detail. But before we jump in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Ready? Let's dive in.
So that's Shaq giving Caitlin Clark some credit right to the face of Angel Reese. Angel Reese sitting there gritting her teeth, I'm sure.
Angel Reese's podcast, Unapologetically Angel, was designed to highlight her personality and keep her name buzzing beyond the basketball court. But instead of reinforcing her superstar image, it's doing the opposite, unintentionally shining an even brighter light on Caitlin Clark. From the very first episodes, Reese's show has been dominated by conversations about Clark's on-court dominance. Guests can't seem to avoid bringing her up, even when she's completely unrelated to the topic. Social media caught on fast, with one viral post mocking the show as the Caitlin Clark Hour, hosted by Angel Reese. And while that might sound like a joke, it's not far from reality. Take a recent episode featuring Shaquille O'Neal. What was supposed to be a proud moment for Reese quickly took an uncomfortable turn. Instead of celebrating Reese's accomplishments, Shaq shifted gears to praise Clark, calling her the truth, and even comparing her deadly three-point range to Steph Curry's.
Why do you think people love Caitlin Clark, besides her skills?
She can shoot threes from logo.
We never seen that before. That's my point. Steph Curry, a little kid. Like Steph Curry, I love, you know why I love Steph Curry? Because I've never seen that before.
To make things even more uncomfortable, Shaq openly admitted that Caitlin Clark had proven him wrong with her incredible performances, a moment that left Reese visibly uneasy. For viewers, it felt as if the spotlight meant for Reese was being snatched away right in front of her.
We've never seen it. Never seen nobody do that on a consistent basis. There's a lot of girls in WNBA that have done it in spurts, but you know, that game I'm watching y'all in the Final Four, I'm like, damn, like, and I was a hater because, you know, I'm down. She was like, she's not going to hit that shot, and bam, I'm like, damn, she's not going to hit that shot, man. Like, if I say 10 times you're not going to hit the shot and you hit the shot, that means you're the truth.
But Shaq's appearance was just the latest in a string of similar moments. Reese's past guests, whether by accident or design, have repeatedly shifted the spotlight back to Caitlin Clark. Whether they're praising her talent or dissecting her influence on the game, Clark's name always finds its way into the conversation. That's led to growing speculation. Is this all part of Reese's strategy to ride Clark's wave of fame and attract more viewers? Or does it simply show how massive Clark's impact has become, that her presence dominates every discussion, no matter where it starts? Either way, it's not a great look for Reese, who now appears to be playing second fiddle, even on her own show.
How impactful has your relationship been with Angel?
It's like a daughter to me, so I'm gonna protect her. I'll call her every now and then, just mess with her. But She's great. She's doing a great job.
As ironic as it was to hear Shaq shower Caitlin Clark with praise on Angel Reese's own podcast, things went from awkward to downright humiliating when he turned his attention to Reese herself. His brutally honest critiques left her visibly stunned, and her fans furious. Let's break down those jaw-dropping comments in a moment. But first, if you've made it this far and are enjoying the video, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications. We appreciate your time and support. Now, back to the action. If Angel Reese thought having Shaquille O'Neal on her show would bring her validation and public backing, she was in for a rude surprise. Instead of a supportive interview, Shaq's appearance became a full-blown trolling masterclass, one that left Reese's supporters outraged and the entire basketball world talking.
You know who you are? You're the female Antoine Jameson. You know who Antoine Jameson is? He got 20,000 points with his shot. Whatever your shot is. Like, everybody's shot ain't gonna be Steph Curry. Your shot is your shot.
The tension started almost immediately as Shaq delivered what many fans called verbal body shots. One moment in particular had everyone talking, his comparison of Angel Reese to former NBA player Antawn Jamison. Now, while Jamison had a solid and respectable career, he never reached Hall of Fame status, a sharp contrast to Shaq's own legendary legacy. By framing Reese this way, Shaq seemed to suggest that she's more of a dependable role player than a future icon, a comment that clearly struck a nerve.
He called her Antoine Jameson. Most people, trust me, she was offended.
She didn't know who that was.
She probably does. She's a basketball fan. She probably does. But, I mean, Antoine Jameson ain't cracking nobody's top 200 in NBA history. And this woman thinks she's one of the greatest WNBA players or greatest women's basketball player of all time.
The most uncomfortable moment, however, came when Shaq made a bizarre comment about Reese's shorts, implying they might help attract more attention to the WNBA. Fans immediately called the remark out as creepy and wildly inappropriate. Reese looked visibly caught off guard, and the silence that followed spoke volumes, louder, in fact, than any response she could have given.
Bro, imagine you.
I'm not imagining.
Let me finish. Imagine you in the same little shirt you had on at the Wild 'N Out show, Duncan. You know how many t-shirts you gonna sell, cuz? You tripping.
Oh my
What?
God.
What?
Oh God.
The same little shirt you had on.
Okay, all right.
Bro.
Social media exploded after Shaq's appearance, with fans dissecting every word and questioning why he chose Reese's podcast to deliver such sharp critiques. His unfiltered honesty sparked debate. Was it tough love, a calculated move for headlines, or just Shaq being Shaq? Whatever the reason, his comments didn't just steal the spotlight from the episode. They highlighted Reese's struggle to control her own narrative. And Shaq didn't stop there. On his own podcast, he turned up the trolling even further. If Reese thought the drama ended when he left her show, she was wrong. Shaq used his platform to double down, sending social media into another frenzy.
Like, I may go say some off-the-wall stuff and do that, but you gotta understand about me. Everything I do is planned. For example, the Angel stuff. You don't think that was done purposely?
Shaq didn't waste any time responding to the fallout from his appearance on Reese's podcast, but instead of backing off, he leaned in even harder. Every single thing I said was intentional, Shaq declared, his voice dripping with unapologetic confidence. I wanted people to talk about it. His admission left no doubt. Shaq's comments were carefully calculated to stir the pot. And he didn't stop there. Revisiting his critique of Reese's layup, he insisted, "It's not criticism, it's advice. But if you don't want to take it, that's on you." For Reese, already under the microscope for her playing style and public persona, this came across less as tough love and more like a deliberate attempt to undermine her credibility.
It was, because I know everything I said, you dummies was going to click, we was going to go viral, and the big podcast network was going to do what we do, be number one. Thank you very much, dummies.com. Everything I do was planned. So anyway, if you got a camera in my face, I already know what that's about.
Shaq's podcast episode quickly went viral, sparking debates about Reese's place in the WNBA and Shaq's intentions. Was it tough love, trolling, or just Shaq being Shaq? His harsh critiques of Reese, from her layups to her persona, contrasted sharply with glowing praise for Caitlin Clark, highlighting Clark's consistency, talent, and growing influence both on and off the court. While Reese struggles to control her narrative amid controversies, Clark continues to let her game speak for itself, setting a new standard in women's basketball. As their rivalry heats up, the question remains, can Reese reclaim the spotlight, or will Clark continue to dominate? Let us know your thoughts, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications.